Hello dear students, welcome back. This is Jocelyn here. In this class, I will teach how to identify a simple, complex and a compound statement, sentences. Look at the screen. In spite of working hard, he failed. Second one, though he worked hard, he failed. Third one, he worked hard but he failed. Look at the three statements very carefully. They all convey same message. Okay, they convey same message, but their grammatical structures are different. See the first one carefully. In spite of working hard, he failed. We have only one clause in this statement. In spite of working hard, he failed. See, in spite of working hard is a phrase. He failed. See, subject-verb combination. When a group of words has subject and verb combination, it is known as a clause. And in the first sentence, there is only one clause. See the second statement. Though he worked hard, he failed. We have two finite verbs here. Though he worked is one finite verb and he failed is another one. It means we have two clauses here. Got it? First one has only one clause. Second statement has two clauses. The third one also has two clauses. See, he worked hard, he failed. Two clauses. Okay, so first one has only one clause. Second and third have two clauses. So the first sentence is called a simple sentence. A simple sentence is a sentence which has only one clause, one main clause or a principal clause. Only one clause. Whereas when a sentence has two or more clauses, as in case of 2 and 3, they can be either called a complex sentence or a compound sentence. And to differentiate a complex sentence from the compound sentence, we need to know subordinating and coordinating conjunctions. In one of my previous classes, I taught how to differentiate a main clause from a dependent clause. Dependent clause or subordinating clauses are always introduced by subordinating conjunctions. I think you remember them. Remember that. A subordinating conjunction, a subordinative clause is always introduced by a subordinator. And in the second case, see, though he worked hard, though is a subordinator. So when a clause is introduced by a subordinator, it is known as a complex sentence, because it is a subordinate, it means dependent clause. Though he worked hard is a dependent clause, he failed is a main clause. So when there is one main clause and one or more dependent clauses, such a sentence is known as a complex sentence. The third one, he worked hard and he failed. He worked hard is a main clause. He failed is also a main clause. Both are connected by the but. Coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction. Got the point here? So when a clause is introduced by subordinator, it becomes a dependent clause, and such clauses, when they are present in a statement, the statement becomes a complex sentence. And when we have only main clauses, as in case 3, we call such sentences compound sentences. Okay, so complex sentences have subordinators and compound sentences have coordinators. That's the main difference. Got the point, dear students? So when a sentence has only one main clause, it is a simple sentence. And when a sentence has more than one clause, that is maybe 2 or 3, we name them based on the coordinators or subordinators. If we have a dependent clause or a subordinating conjunction, we call such statements complex. And where, in sentences where we find coordinating conjunctions, they are called compound sentences. Okay, let us make it clear with some more examples. See, Example number 1. I came by bus. I came by bus. You have to identify the type of sentence. You have to identify whether the statement is a simple sentence or a complex sentence or a compound sentence. I came by bus. What kind of statement is it? Is it a simple sentence or a complex sentence or a compound sentence? Watch carefully. Here we have only one clause. I came. Because by bus is a phrase. Okay. So a sentence which has only one clause is known as a simple sentence. So this is a simple sentence. See the next one. When he heard the news, he left. When he heard the news, he left. You see, there are two clauses here. There are two finite verbs. One is heard. Next one is left. Okay, we have two subject verb combinations here. It means we have two clauses here. One is when he heard the news. The second one is he left. Now, when he heard the news, what is it? Is it a subordinating clause or a main clause? It is in fact a dependent clause, subordinating clause, because it is introduced by the word when, which is a subordinator. So this is a complex sentence because we have only one main clause, he left, and when he heard the news is a subordinating clause. Got the point? Next. The big dog barked whenever I locked the door. The big dog barked whenever I locked the door. Here again we have two clauses. The big dog barked is one clause. Whenever I knocked the door. See, whenever I knocked the door, this is a dependent clause, subordinating clause, because it is introduced by a subordinator whenever. So it is also a complex sentence. Got the point? Next one. In spite of writing homework, he was punished. In spite of writing homework, he was punished. How many clauses do we have here in the statement? Watch carefully. In spite of writing homework. This is not a clause. In spite of writing homework, it is not a clause, it is a phrase. But the actual clause is here, he was punished. We have only one clause here. He was punished is a clause. See, in spite of in spite of writing homework has no subject verb combination. It is a phrase. Whereas he was punished as a subject verb combination. It's a clause. So a sentence containing only one clause is known as a simple sentence. So this is a simple sentence. Next one. You can leave or you can stay. See, you can leave, you can stay. Both are main clauses, because they are connected by or. What is or? A coordinator, a coordinating conjunction. So this is a compound sentence, because in compound sentences we have only main clauses, no subordinating clauses. Got the point here? Last one. He worked hard but he failed. He worked hard but he failed. See, he worked hard is one clause. He failed, but is a coordinator. It's a coordinating conjunction. So this sentence is a compound sentence. As simple as that. Okay, dear students. So when a sentence contains only one clause, such a sentence is known as a simple sentence. When a sentence contains more than one clause, two or three or more, depending upon the coordinators or subordinators, we name them. If it has a subordinating conjunction, such statements are called complex statements. And if the sentence contains coordinators, they're called coordinating conjunctions. The list of subordinating and coordinating conjunctions are given. Please do practice them, by heart them, because it will only when you know subordinating conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions, only then it will be easy for you to identify whether the given statement is a complex or a compound statement. I hope you have understood. If you have any questions, you can just call me on my personal number. My personal number is, do not forget to subscribe. Okay, I'll be back soon with one more topic. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Bye.